is significant for any youth, but for a student receiving special education services, it brings with it an additional responsibility. This is the time that a student will discuss with her IEP team the rights she may assume when she turns 18, or what is also known as the age of majority. So what does an IEP team need to do? The IEP team is now charged with determining a student's capacity to provide informed consent related to education decision-making. Here are 3 questions that an IEP team must consider. Is the student generally able to understand the basic components of his IEP? Can the student use the information provided to make a decision? Does the student understand that he can say yes or no to the options being discussed? A student who is determined to have capacity may choose to do one of 2 things. The student can choose to assume and exercise her educational rights, or may voluntarily authorize an adult to become their educational representative, a person who will make special education decisions for them. If, on the other hand, the IEP team finds that a student lacks capacity, the IEP team will appoint an adult to serve as an educational representative. Be assured, though, that as a biological or adoptive parent who has always supported your child, you will be given first priority to serving as your child's educational representative. And for children who do not have a willing and available adult relative able to become their educational representative, a protection exists which permits the IEP team to have a trained advocate called an educational surrogate parent appointed to the student by the Department of Education. As a parent or advocate, always remember the power of the student's voice and how you can support a youth's participation in the IEP process. Students who learn and practice self-advocacy will be better equipped when they turn 18 to effectively exercise their rights and work successfully with their IEP team. In Delaware, youth are required to be invited to their IEP meeting by age 14 or as they enter 8th grade. However, it is never too early for youth to learn about self-advocacy. Here are 5 ways to introduce self-advocacy to a child to help them prepare for their own IEP meeting and, more importantly, their future. Have your child visually express 3 of their interests. This can be done using pictures, creating drawings with software applications, or even making PowerPoint slides to present at the IEP meeting. Try this yourself and compare. Ask your child to explain why a particular subject in school is difficult. Help your child to problem solve 2 strategies that she can use when she encounters a challenge. Explain a strategy you use at your place of work. Teach your child to ask for help and to help others. This is an essential life skill and will also serve him well when working with his IEP or job-related team members. Share a story about a time when someone helped you and how you helped someone else. Allow a child time to practice a skill before she needs to use it. In a comfortable setting with family or friends, encourage her to introduce herself and talk about her achievements, frustrations, and dreams. You can model and do the same. Show your child how to listen when others are sharing information and opinions. Use a timer and make a game out of having him listen for 30 seconds while you talk without interruption and then switch places. As parents and advocates, you are also teachers, role models, and coaches. Although you may not realize it, youth are attentive to your words and actions, so create opportunities to positively influence and grow their self-advocacy skills every day.